Hey everyone, welcome into the Flippin Hippos YouTube channel. I'm Star the Flippin Hippo. Thank you for joining us. Today is Monday, July 15th. We are 1 week away from eBay Open in Las Vegas, Nevada. I'm very excited. I'm also super busy trying to get ready to go. Today is a Monday though, guys, and you know what that means. It's time for What Sold on eBay. So just like every week, I'm going to take you on a walk through our Instagram package pile photos that I put up each day to just kind of give you guys an idea of the volume that we do in our volume-based reselling business. And it gives you the reality view of the ups and downs and how sometimes there's tons of packages and sometimes there's only two. Even power sellers on eBay, even veteran sellers, even seasoned sellers, we have our slow days too. It's the nature of the business. It doesn't matter how long you've been doing it or how many items you have listed. Your sales are going to go up and down. It's just the way it is, and so I try to show you guys that reality on the back end. We're doing pretty good considering it's summer slump. I did do that video, 10 tips to avoid summer slowdown. If you haven't seen that, I'll have it pop up at the end. You can watch that. It just kind of gives you some tips and tricks to keep your sales at least steady during this time. Not very many people will see growth or what they're used to seeing during this time. But if you can kind of keep your sales at least steady and not bottom out, then you're doing good. So let's just jump right on in. You're looking at today's photo. We had 24 packages go out, 21 eBay sales, 2 on Poshmark, and 1 on Amazon. One of those D&D books I was talking about last week sold, guys, over on Amazon. We're about 3 to 6 packages shy of our historic 0.5% sell-through rate. So we're lower than what we're used to, but this is really good. I consider this a really good weekend for the summer. So we're happy with it. And last Monday, though, we actually did really well last weekend. We had 25 packages go out, 26 items. 23 were eBay, 2 on Posh, and 1 Bonanza. And then on Tuesday, we had 4 packages. There, you can see them there. Little Hannah looks concerned, doesn't she? There's 4 packages there, and she just looks so concerned. But we did have 4 on Tuesday, and then we had 10 on Wednesday, which was 9 eBay and 1 Poshmark. So that right there shows you the roller coaster. We went from 25 on a good weekend to 4 on a Tuesday, back up to 10 on a Wednesday, and then on Thursday we had 8 go out, 7 eBay sales and 1 Poshmark, and on Friday here we had 8, 6 eBay and 2 on Poshmark. So that was our week as far as volume, and now I'm going to go ahead and show you some of the items that flipped. We'll start with the plush, just like I always do, because plush are my absolute favorite. And I picked out some things to show you that are just like our bread and butter that move pretty consistently. That's the great thing about bread and butter and filler items, especially if you're doing volume. They sell consistently all year, and they bring you in some steady return on investment and profits. And then I have an exciting bolo and some odds and ends. So let's start here with this Pooh ball. This is a TY beanie ball. He is old. He is from the Bends. I do not believe we've even been to the Bends in over a year. We just don't frequent there as much as we did in the beginning. It's a great place to go if you don't have good prices at your local thrifts. It's a good place to go when you're just getting started with a $20 bill. We just don't go that often anymore. We've had like 8 of these Winnie the Poohs. Anyway, he came from the Bends. He was probably a nickel by weight. He's been sitting around forever, so I was happy to accept a $7 best offer for him, and then he shipped in a poly bag first class. He weighed like an ounce or 2. Next up is this Keel Toys Plush Bear. He's relatively new. He was in a very recent haul video. I want to say at the beginning of June. He's really cute. I had another one of these Keel toy bears before. He was dressed up like the Queen's Guard from London. They sell pretty quick. They don't go for too much. I accepted a best offer of $12.19 on this one. He cost me like 50 cents or a quarter at a yard sale. But they sell fast, and I think it's because they're themed. The one I had that was the guard sold within a week. This guy sold pretty quick. And I have one more. There were 2 of these that were exactly identical. So I just did one listing with 2. And again, I took a best offer of $12.19, which is weird because he was up for $13. I guess they wanted to save 81 cents. But we accepted it, and he shipped first class in a poly bag. And then we sold this Pooh Bear. He's real soft. He's very small. He's about 7 inches. He came from the Goodwill. He was 50 cents. And we accepted a best offer of $8 on him, and he shipped first class in a poly bag. Here we have the Disney Lion Guard. Is it Kion or Keon? He's Simba's son. He's from the Disney show. And I have 2 of these Kions. One has better hair than this. This is the one that we put through the dryer, which I tell you guys to don't put your plush through the dryer, because this is what happened to his hair. The other Kion has long, silky red hair. He has like an actual lion's mane of red hair. This guy has just got like a little I Love Lucy top going. But that's why I say don't put him in the dryer. He went into the dryer on low heat. So now I just air dry all of them, because even on low heat it ruined him. He still sold for $9. I think my other one's up for $12 because he has the nicer hair. And he was 50 cents at Goodwill, and he shipped in a poly bag first class. This is the Little Mermaid. This will be the second time she sold. The first time I sent the wrong mermaid. My mistake. They sent the incorrect one back, and I had to relist both mermaids and make sure they were in the right locations and stuff. But, you know, everyone makes mistakes. It's okay. So she sold the second time. I accepted a best offer of $10, and she was 50 cents at Goodwill. She shipped in a poly bag first class. This guy is super cute, guys. Look at him. He is a Boyd's Bear. Bears from the past. Oh, he's Russ. He is not Boyd's Bear. I stand corrected. He is a Russ. Bears from the past. He is Romeo. So he's dressed up like Romeo from Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet. His little medieval outfit just kills me. He's so cute. He's got all the little, got flowers. He's just cute. So he was from a yard sale, and I believe he came out to like a quarter cost total, and he sold for $13, and we shipped him first class in a box because he had a lot of tags. You can see one there by the flowers, one on his head. He had this really nice velvet outfit on and those flowers. I didn't want him to get ruined, so we had just like a 7x7 by 7 maybe. It's a little box that we used for him. He still shipped first class. And then here we have Walt Disney Parks Figment, the purple dragon. I believe she or he is the mascot of the Disneyland Walt Disney Parks. This is the second Figment I've sold. I believe I still have a third one in the store. If not, it would be in my plushy death pile. Anytime I see these Figments, I pick them up. This one was 50 cents. And it sold for $15.94. And it shipped first class in a poly bag. And this is probably the best. Well, yeah, it is the best plush flip of last week. This is a Build-A-Bear deer. It was 50 cents, maybe at Goodwill, maybe $1. I thought it was just a regular old deer until I got it home and comped it. It's a plush. It's a Merry Mission plush. Sorry about that. It's a Merry Mission plush. So the Build-A-Bear had Santa's reindeer line of deers. So this one sold for $26. But when I was looking through them when I was comping, there were some white ones and blue ones that were going for like $60, $50-$60. So again, number one, Build-A-Bear is definitely a bolo. It's something you should be picking up when you're outsourcing for plush. But these deers, even this one, only sold for $26, but that's a really great flip for a plush. But I would say if you find any of the deers, pick them up, and then you can comp them when you get home, because all of the deers were like $20 or more. Some were just a lot more. The thing with Build-A-Bears is, though, unless it is absolutely a Build-A-Bear that you know goes for a lot of money, or is a recognizable character from pop culture or is a very large one you know you could get extra money for, I wouldn't pay more than $2 for them. A lot of the plain ones, and I thought this was going to be a plain one, a lot of like the plain bears and the plain dogs, I will put up for 16 to 20 bucks depending on their size and what they look like. So you don't really want to put too much money into them unless you know they're worth money. The deer had no tags or hard eyes or anything I was worried about getting hurt in transit, so I just wrapped the deer in tissue paper and put it in a larger poly bag, and it was first class to ship. Here is one of my Build-A-Bear outfits, and I know we've been having a lot of discussions lately in our Facebook group, the Flippin' Hippos Reseller Pod, and I know I've been talking about it on the channel in different haul videos and such, about the Build-A-Bear clothing. If you get a plain Build-A-Bear and it has clothes on it, my recommendation, what I do, is I strip the clothes off of the bear and I sell everything separately. You will absolutely make more profit that way. This particular Blue Crew Smurfs hooded t-shirt sold for $13. The bear I stripped it off of was a plain bear that's up for like $16. The only time I don't recommend stripping them and selling the items separately is if it's an animal that's clearly meant to have the outfit on, and you'll know when you see them that bear was made to be wearing that outfit, or it's part of the theme or part of the line of bears. But most times you'll just find plain bears wearing outfits, and if you can strip them down and sell everything separately, you'll make more profit. So this did sell for $13 within like 3 days of being listed. And it shipped first class. It weighed less than a tie weighs. Now I'm going to show you guys a couple pairs of our bread and butter jeans that we sell all year round, even in the middle of the summer. Summer slowdown, clothes are selling, you're selling less clothing. Summer slowdown really hits used clothing resellers the hardest, I think. And it's not the season for jeans, but yet these bread and butter, these steady filler jeans I get all year will sell. These are just men's Earl jeans. I had them listed for $20. I took a best offer of $18.50. They were 99 cents at Goodwill, shipped in a padded flat. These are American Eagle women's jeggings. I do recommend, if you see jeggings or leggings that are jeans, or really super skinny jeans like this, and you can get them for a couple bucks or less. I pick them up all the time. American Eagle, Gap, Old Navy, even some of the brands that most people avoid. I find that these leggings, jeggings, skinny jeans, anything like this style does sell pretty quickly, pretty well for me. You can see here they ship first class, so you're not sending them in a padded flat. It's a little cheaper to ship. And these were 99 cents. They were a smaller size even. Didn't take long to sell at all, and they cost 99 cents. I did say that. Sold for $19.95, and they shipped first class. Here we have a pair of Express Destroyed Distress ripped denim booty jeans. And Express jeans, or Express in general, is a brand I will avoid. I will not source. I don't pick up their jeans. I don't pick up their tops. It's just not a very good brand, with the exception of these. And I know I've told you guys that before. When it comes to the booty shorts and the jean shorts, I am not picky, nor am I choosy. I don't care about the brand. If it is 99-cent day at Goodwill, I grab all the booty shorts and all the denim shorts that are 99 cents. Especially ones like this, because they're booty. They have the ripped distressed denim that's popular. And even for a brand like Express, these sold for $18. So they cost me 99 cents. They take 2 seconds to photograph. They're so easy to list. They ship first class, and they sold for $18 within, a week of being listed. So again, with the shorts like this, I'm just not picky. If you don't have a 99-cent day at your Goodwill or a good deal somewhere else, like at the Benz or something, I probably would be picky. I wouldn't pay full price for very many jeans. I would not pay above $1 for very many. But if you're lucky enough to have good sales around you, or the Benz where you pay by weight, absolutely just any jeans that look like this. Jean shorts or booty shorts. This shirt is got a funny story behind it. It came home with us about 2 months ago, and it got washed and dried, and when I went to list it, there was a tiny little stain right here. So I sprayed Awesome on it, and we ran it through the washer and dryer, and I said if the stain didn't come out, I was going to keep this as a nightgown, like a sleep shirt, pajama shirt, whatever you want to call it. And it came out, and the stain was gone, and I wanted to keep it, but then I thought, you know what? It's a good size. It's cute. So I went ahead and comped it, and I'm like, yeah, it's going up. So I got the pictures. I got it up for $19 to start, and we got one offer, one buyer that was interested. She sent a $10 offer. So I sent her like 17, and she sent 10. And for like 3 days, she used up all 5 of her offers, continuing to offer $10 each time. Because I guess that's how in her world bartering works. I don't know. I just kept sending my same offer too, because if you're not going to come up, I'm not going to come down. Anyway, somewhere, right after like her 5th offer of $10 came through, someone swooped in and offered 16, and I took it. Shipped first class, sold for 16, cost 99 cents. It sold within a week, and it had like a lot of interest in it, and it was something I almost kept, so I thought that was a funny story. This is a good example of why you should be listing all the things all the time, even out of season. This Old Navy Peacoat, and again, Old Navy's an okay brand. It's not that great, but this was a wool blend, really cute coat. It's got the double breasted there. It's red. It's like a nice long trench coat, Peacoat. It was 99 cents at Goodwill, and it sold for $22. I did take a best offer of $22 on it, and they paid for the shipping because it was very heavy. So they paid the $22, and I put it in a box because they paid shipping. So I put it like in a large mailing box with some tissue paper and just made it look real nice to ship it out. And those of you that saw my haul video last week with the yard sale treasures heard me talk about this. I was saving this to show you guys last for the haul, for like the most exciting the most exciting find of not this past weekend, but the weekend before. This was going to be like brought out in the haul video, and it sold before I could do that. It sold overnight of being listed, guys. So this is definitely a bolo. It's a Pokemon Master Trainer vintage 1999 board game, complete in the box. The box, as you guys could see, had cosmetic damage to it. It had rips and tears and bends and corners worn off. And in spite of all of that damage, because it was a complete game, it sold for $55. Keith started it at $60 plus shipping. He took a best offer of $55, and then they still paid the shipping. I believe he Frankenboxed something together, 2 different priority boxes to ship it. We have game boxes. If you guys are familiar with the game boxes, you can order for free from the Postal Service. But those are a flat rate, and they're a little bit more expensive. It was cheaper to Frankenbox. But we paid $3 for this at a yard sale. It was under a table. I don't think the lady knew what she had. But we paid $3 for it. We brought it home. It was put up 2 days later and sold the next day that quickly, even with the damage. So if you guys see these, keep an eye out for them. I know they have been a bolo for a very long time. We actually, in fact, knew about them like a year and a half ago, and we've been keeping our eye out. We knew that this was something we should look for. In a year and a half of actively seeking it out at yard sales or keeping our eyes open for it, we have found one. And in that time, the value has definitely gone down. I know that when we first heard about them, people were selling them for $100 and even more sometimes. And you can see that ours started at $60. But it's still a good bolo. I mean, $3 into $60 is still a good flip. It's just a shame that things have to have that race to the bottom all the time on eBay, but it is what it is. So that's the last thing I wanted to show you guys today. Let me know in the comments how your sales have been, how your sourcing has been over the weekends. What have you been finding? Have you been finding anything super exciting like this? Have you had any really great sales? I love to hear from you guys. Do me a favor before you leave and smash that like button down below. It does help the channel. You can find us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. We're at Flippin' Hippos across all social media. And you'll definitely want to follow us on Instagram if you want live updates from Vegas next week. If you haven't already and you'd like to, please subscribe to our channel and help us feed a hungry hippo. And join our Facebook group, guys. Link is in the description box. Until next time, have a good night. Go be productive. Go make some money, guys. See you next time.